Welcome back to the channel. Today, I've got kind of a surprise. I decided to get myself a grill knife. Specifically, the LDY Aquatic. As you can also tell, I've now got a head mount. So I guess kind of two surprises in one video. This knife, I'm honestly really enjoying. I think this is my second or third day owning it by now. So I didn't do the video right away. I wanted to get a bit of a feel for it. And I personally really like it. It flips really nice, actually. It's titanium sandwich handles with a S35VN blade. It's got a pretty good weight balance. I'd say it's very similar to the Empress. Even the design's somewhat similar. I mean, not exactly, but it's kind of like a kukri style blade. It is sandwich titanium handles, which I did already mention. And again, I'd say it has a very similar balance. Not quite. I'd say it's probably a little more neutral than the Empress. But I really like it. This knife isn't crazy expensive. If y'all want to pick one up, you can get them at like Shop So. I think that's the only place that you can get them now. And they're about 380 bucks. And then plus shipping and whatnot, you know, just basic stuff. Unless the shipping's free, I actually don't remember. Most likely is not. But it's not really a huge deal. I know it's not crazy expensive. You know, then you gotta deal with tax and stuff. But this knife is a collaboration between Y.K Studio and LDY. And I really, really like it. It's got some cool anos. There's this one, this one's like a green teal combo. That was my personal favorite out of the four. There's one that they call Cotton Candy that's like a yellow and purple mix. They have one that they call Rainbow, which is like blue handles, and it's got all sorts of other colors for the stripes. And then they have just the raw standard titanium. This one was my favorite one. The titanium's the cheapest. I think that'll run you probably about $360 to $375. But for the ano, it's a little bit more expensive. That just hurt my soul. Thank God it's just wood. It's not concrete or anything. Not like it would do anything to this knife. This knife is an absolute tank. It could take a pretty hefty beating. Let's see. There's some more stuff I did want to say about this. Oh yeah, it does have hidden Zen pins, so there's no chance of them coming out. And, you know, still really cool. It's not pinsless, not tang pins, but hidden Zen pins. Also gives it a cooler little, sleeker design, I'd say. And let's see. This knife, no, it does not have any weights. So it's like slightly handle bias and doesn't need any weights. This knife does only come in a live blade option. You cannot get a trainer, I don't believe. I'm sure someone might make a trainer blade, but I'm not sure. This knife is not a very popular knife, but I personally really enjoy it. It's got really good grip. There's no jimping on the spacers or the handles. Not needed because I can't ladder anyway, sadly. Let's see. I'd say the blade, instead of more of like a kukri design, I know I'm just kind of going off onto random topics. I'm just kind of winging this video. But it's like a mix between like a drop point Bowie and a kukri. Is what I'd say. It's definitely more kukri than anything. It's more of like a drop point kukri mix, but it also does have that curve up a little. So it's also kind of got some Bowie in there. It does run on bushings, and it's tuned very nicely. Out of the box, there is zero tap at all. There's, you know, just like a standard amount of play. There's not even really any play. It's not noticeable. It's just, if you push hard enough, the handles are going to move back and forth. That's just how that works. As you saw, as you saw in the start of this video, it does come in its own protective case with foam. And I think that's really awesome. I don't see many knives that do that. I know the Serif does that, I'm pretty sure. Like 90% sure the Serif does come in a protective case. BB Superfly comes in a little zip-up case. So does the Cygnus. I did notice there was no spare hardware though, so I don't know if that was just a mess up on this order. I don't know if that was just the fact that these ones don't come with spare hardware. I'm not sure, but I did not receive any. You do get 2 stickers though when buying from Shop Sew It. Not sponsored at all, sadly. But, you know, it is a really cool little shop to buy from. They got some pretty neat knives. There's one I've been eyeballing for a bit, but just can't afford at the moment. It's a Damascus Cygnus. And so it's just a Cygnus with a mirror finish blade. And it has the titanium Damascus handles with carbon fiber G10 inlays, which looks really cool. I can't say if it's overpriced or fairly priced. I definitely know it's not underpriced. It's probably a bit overpriced. It's a $1,500 knife, a little bit overpriced. You know, just 3 times the price of a Cygnus, but that's not what this video is about. This is about my new knife that I really, really like. I'd consider this a grail, just because for one, it is very high-end materials. Titanium handles, S35VN blade. It is not a common knife. It's not necessarily rare either. I don't think. I wouldn't say it's crazy rare, but it's not very common. I haven't seen anybody else that owns one except for like one dude on YouTube. But I've never seen anyone else in any like group chats on Discord or Insta that have posted any clips or any pictures of an Aquatic. Which, by the way, that is the name of the knife, if I did not say that earlier. It's a LDY and Y.K Studio Aquatic. I don't know where they got that name. Has nothing to do with the ocean, from what I see. Except for maybe, like, this kind of ocean green to teal handle design. Specifically on this color. I have no clue where the name came from. But, you know, cool name. Nothing crazy, but it's a cool name. I like it. Would I recommend this to people? Yes, I would. It's not a crazy price. Again, $380 for an anno, like $360 to $375 for raw titanium on the handles. It flips absolutely amazing. I've noticed no issues aside from just my really sucky flipping. It's still got good tolerances. I haven't put any oil in it, and I haven't messed with anything. I haven't retuned bushings as I haven't needed to. It's a very high quality build. I think, you know, personally I love the design. I don't know how many other people would feel about it, but it's a pretty cool design in my opinion. I'm kind of a simp for kukri blades, so there is that. Another reason why I'm Pusa is one of my grail knives. I just love the kukri blades, and I really don't want the kukri Alpha Beast because they're way overpriced. But you know, it's pretty cool. A quick sound test for y'all. Nothing crazy, but not bad. It doesn't ring a whole lot. I noticed like a slight ring that you get just from the metal vibrating a bit. But nothing too nutty. I will be doing a 1-week thoughts on this knife. 1-week review to see what I think. I guess more of an update video. I will have put carbon honey in this by that time, but I just wanted to keep this as genuine as possible. So it is a little dry. I've been strictly flipping this for like the past 3 days. I mean, to be fair, if someone got their grail, I mean, look at Ethan when Machine Wise sent him his Serif. he was flipping that daily. And not just daily, but that was like the one thing he flipped all day, which, you know, that was really cool. If I had a Seraph, I'd probably do the same thing. Might buy one. Not sure. I haven't owned any machine-wise knives yet, so just have to wait and see what I think. But I think that's probably going to do it for this video. Again, I'll do the 1 week update. Let y'all know my final thoughts on this knife, whether it's worth buying or worth, you know, checking out. Maybe if you want, do attempt trade with someone who owns one, if you can find someone, and see what you think of it. But I think that is going to do it for this video. See y'all.